Whew. Hey YouTube, I'm back coming to you guys with another story from last night. So I meet this young lady for the first time, and we're talking, and right off the rip, she starts to tell me, Candy, there ain't no good men in life. Ain't nobody out here really looking for nothing, doing nothing. And so for me, I get up and I go by myself and I do everything that I need, and I don't pay these men no attention, right? So in my head, I just let her talk because obviously this is something that she's holding on to and she needs to talk about it. So I let her go on, and she's like, because all the men around here, they're the same. They don't want anything. They lie. So I'm like, okay, I hear the hurt. And so I ask her and I'm like, hey, so where are you meeting these guys at? And she was like, the regular places at the club and at the gas station. I'm like, well, maybe if you change your scenery, you'll change the men that you are connecting with. And so she goes on, she's like, no, I don't have to change anything because, and she's young. She's definitely younger than 30. I feel like she might be 25-ish, but she's definitely younger than 30. And she's like, well, I'm from New York and I've been all around the world and ain't nothing out here, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. But in my mind, as I'm processing it, it's like, okay, so you're looking for love. You would like someone to be with you and to be with you full time. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, well, have you ever been to an NAACP meeting or taken a flight class or a rebuild your credit session? All these places where you can be accessible to the men you haven't been accessible to before. You understand what I'm saying? And she was like, girl, that don't work, this, that, and the third. So then it was like, okay, you're looking for love, but you're closed-minded. You have all the answers. And so for me to even really talk to you, I'm just processing this in my mind. It would be pointless because you're not in a place yet. And I remember a guy called R.C. Blaze, which is amazing. Lord, child, gonna hurt your feelings, but if you want to find your feminine energy and who you are as a woman and go back to that last place you was hurt and rebuild, he's one of the guys you need to be on YouTube listening to. So anyway, so if you have it all figured out and you're not willing to change, and obviously you're not willing to go back to reprimand the hurt that was done, I mean, I don't even know what I could tell you. I could just, I guess, let you talk. So then she was like, are you in a relationship? No, I'm not in a relationship. I ain't been in a relationship for like 2 years, but I've been building me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be half before I enter another relationship. And I don't want to be at this level and then move to this level and regret this guy because he's happy being here and I'm up here. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel like my life goes. I'll date a guy in the place that I am, but as I'm moving towards my destiny, you don't fit the bill anymore. So it's like, now I'm trying to motivate you to be on my level. I ain't got time. But all that shit went way over her head. So not only was she closed-minded and young and had it all figured out, she hadn't moved into her feminine energy either. Because see, she was still in a place where I can do it by myself. I don't need nobody. I could take trips by myself. So it's like, I guess my message to the world today is either put yourself out there or don't. You understand? Do what it takes for you personally to build yourself up so that you're on a level where the type of man you're looking for is available to you, because he's going to see that energy. But if you are hostile and I can do it myself, he's going to probably let you do it yourself, or you're going to find a man with feminine energy who enjoys you doing it by yourself while he sit back and look at you. And that ain't what you want, because at the end of the day, you can be like, man, all these men out here suck, and they don't. And they don't. But just like real recognize real, energy recognize energy. And if your energy is in frustration, it's in needy because you needy. You know what I'm saying? You need it, you want it. It's in confusion because you're saying you don't, but you do. So you ain't even got your mind process in a good place yet. So all I'm saying, y'all, is if you out here looking, then don't be afraid to learn. And don't be afraid to learn you first. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Because don't no man want no hard ass woman claiming they could do it better and faster and quicker and don't really need him. Like, because you setting yourself up to only get the D. Because that's clearly all you need from me is some D and some pillow talk and for me to go on about my business, you know? And so, again, check yourself, check your energy, check and see if the message you are saying is lined up with the person you are being. Because her message and who she was and what she was really screaming was two totally different things, you know? So that's it for me, you know? I'm still out here. Oh my God. And then I think I had a crush on these two guys at work. And yes, two, because I'm allowed to know two people at once because I'm looking for forever. So, or waiting on forever, or whatever you want to call it. So, it ain't me, the guy, and bam, he's my world. No, it is dating. It is dating. Let me get to know as many as I want to get to know and pick the best. But, guys, oh my God, he turned me all the way off because I was speaking with him and I was speaking with him in a way as in, I like you. I think you're nice. I like your hair. He got these dreads and this deep dark chocolate complexion. And I'm joking and I'm laughing. And I feel like, unless you stupid, you know. And it's crazy because the moment I started interacting with him like this, it's like he only saw other women or wanted me to feel like he only saw other women or wanted to put me in an energy where I was going to chase him. Maybe if you would have caught me 5 years ago, but not today. And I think one of the things I really liked about him as I'm lightly stalking him or watching him or collecting data on him, it was that he was like a loner. You know, he's in charge, but he's never in anyone's face. He's never holding long conversations with this one or that one or making them laugh and over here and over there. That's what I really liked about him. And the minute I showed interest, all of a sudden he's holding conversation with this and he's over here holding conversation and pretty much stopped talking to me completely because we would exchange a good hello or a good laugh session. Baby, I ain't about to chase you. Nor should any woman want a man to chase them. Like, who does that? And I remember a guy I was working with, and I feel like he was young, so I guess it was okay. But he was like, "What's wrong with women chasing me? I'm the prize." Oh my God. I don't know if anybody's supposed to be the prize, but if someone is going to be the prize, baby, it just got to be me. It could be that I'm 40 and raised by old people, but it got to be me. And I ain't chasing you. I ain't chasing you. And I just thought that that was so amazing. Now, the other guy was kind of looking at, he did the exact opposite. So he would walk around talking to people. But as I showed him I was interested, he stopped talking to other people. But he also withdrew from me. So I don't know what that one is. I guess maybe he is processing. I don't know. But I think for me right now, 40, trying to buy my first house because I feel like I'm the only 40-year-old who doesn't have a house or have at least owned a house. I guess I'll just stay focused on this money in this house. And God, I should have put God first. God and these blessings. And don't get me, I don't want y'all to think all my blessings are great. I have just learned to understand that blessings come in so many disguises and some of it hurt. So I'm going to take all these blessings, good and bad, hurtful, low sometimes. This morning was a rough one, but it's okay. Still smiling. Woke my kids up, took them to get a little Waffle House before school. Because sometimes you can find your joy in others. And that's how I found my joy this morning. Woke my kids up. Let's go to Waffle House before we go to school, And they loved it. They loved it. That could have been God's plan right there. Because the last couple of weeks, I ain't really spent no time. I've been working, sleeping, working, sleeping. So, okay, I'm going to give you a bad day so you can go be a good mom, you know? Y'all don't be out here judging me. I'm speaking honest with you right now. And so I'm going to just keep on waiting till God give me that full grown man, one who is, you ain't talking to my lady or my kids like that. That full grown man that isn't afraid to say, you make my world better. He ain't out here trying to act like he don't see me or like my hair isn't nice or he ain't trying to he's not trying to play that game. He's fully developed in who he is and man enough to say, I appreciate you. And of course, I'm going to say I appreciate you back. You understand what I'm saying? Because this time around, I feel like I've also played a lot of games, still being vulnerable with y'all. This time around, I'm not playing no games. I want to give you my everything. And I want to tell you and share with you how much you mean to me. I want you to feel it, know it, see it. I want the world to know it, feel it, see it. And I definitely expect that in return. So anyway, good luck on you guys and your love. Good luck on you and your feminine energy. Good luck on your education. Please be out here reading these books, going to these seminars. You understand what I'm saying? Just don't be average and don't let social media rule your world. Okay, I got a doctor's appointment. I'm out.